Roblox games are just not fun anymore. It has gotten to a point where I don't even bother to look on the Roblox charts anymore because it is just full of absolute slop that there's just no point. Don't get me started on these free games, you'll never see me play these ever. However, at 20 past 10 at night at the time of recording this, I stumbled across a game that has re-fulfilled my hope for the Roblox community. Remnants. I think I spelled that right. The game is still in its alpha, but boy did I have a fun time playing it, because this game has just so much potential. But due to the fact that it is a Dead by Daylight style game, I decided to give myself the time limit of 30 minutes. I ended up using 28. To keep this as organized as possible, I'm going to be splitting this video up into 3 sections. The visuals, the gameplay, and the additional content. Now let's begin. The visuals. The lobby feels surprisingly really calming. Like, it's not like too overwhelming when you first join, and I even saw this really cool, I think it's a mafioso art, not really sure though. Ended up finding a wild Shiletsky in its natural habitat. That one old guy from Block Tales whose name I cannot pronounce for the life of me. And a furry bartender. Nothing wrong with that. These small references mixed with the soft lighting and comfortable designs of the room. It's really nice to actually be in. Like, I generally enjoyed it, which is weird because I never enjoy sitting in the lobby. I'm not gonna lie though, this map with the red buildings confused the hell out of me, especially since it was the first map that I ended up getting put into on my first round. So, other than that, it looks gorgeous, but my confusion is through the roof. And whoever's idea it was to put a dead end here, I hate you. This stupid dead end got me killed. Other than me being salty, I rate it a 8 out of 10 for the visuals, mainly because I've only seen 2 of the maps so far. Now for the most important part of the game for the sake of my sanity, gameplay. The game starts off by giving you 1 free killer and 3 free survivors. Free. I will not be reading out the entire kit of each character as to not make this video too long, so feel free to pause and read. But to give a basic rundown on Dual Heart's basic premise is that he is someone who stuns the killer, but he can only get speed 2 if both of his daggers land on the killer, not if only one does. And from what I've experienced while playing Dual Heart, to me he seems to be very much skill based, but I could just be really bad at playing Dual Heart. Princess heals their teammates by just simply being around them, which is fucking based. Yes, this man is shapeshifting, but we're going to talk about that later. Turns out we're not going to be talking about that later because I have seemed to have lost the footage I had from the last survivor that I was going to talk about. I'm not going to try and pronounce their name, I'm not even going to attempt it, but basically, from what I read, they take any damage from, not any, but some damage that gets put onto other survivors, and they put it onto themselves. Very interesting mechanic. I mean, go for it, I guess. Now for my favourite character in this entire game, Nobite. Who's also the same guy that I won my first killer match with. I love him so much. I'm just gonna show you this. I love Norbite's kid so much. I really like his shape-shifting ability, especially when it lets you know where the survivor that you've now turned into is for, I believe it's like 2 to 3 seconds. But it's just so useful. Like genuinely. And I haven't seen that in any other Dead by Daylight games. Of course, I've never played Dead by Daylight, but I mean inspired ones from Roblox. So I really like that idea. I also like the little glitch effect for when you go to hit someone. So for gameplay, I will give it a 7 out of 10. Mainly because one of the issues I did have, which I noticed not while I was killer, but more when I was a survivor, is that it's actually in this video where someone else was in front of me, yet I was the one who got hit, when really it should have been them. That, and it's just slightly a bit junky at times, but the thing is, I'm also understanding it's an alpha. This is not final product, that's why it's going at a 7 out of 10. Now for the extra content part of the video. There's a few bits, I'm just going to mention them. I'm most likely not going to end up showing them because this video is already longer than I intended. There are occasionally special rounds. I got the opportunity to play one where I believe everyone was on 1 HP, including the killer. So one of the survivors was able to kill the killer before he could kill any more than any of us. So you know what? Silly game mode. I haven't seen any of the others, but I'm sure they're just as fun. Of course, all the killers and survivors have fun little skins, which is cool. A lot of them that I noticed also have a yourself skin, so you can just use your avatar, which is fun. That's cool. Like, Forsaken only has new for the killers, which I wish there was more, but then I also get that some people would dress up as Elliot while being a Shaletsky, so you know what, I kinda get it. And at the current time of recording this video, the Bright Eyes event is on right now, where you can get Bright Eyes for 700 flowers, which is an ultimate currency, I'm assuming. So make sure to go and log on and go get your Bright Eyes before the event ends. Now we're at the end of the video. I would like to thank you for watching and maybe consider subscribing. It really helped me out. And if you want to see more videos like this where I try out any games that you want to recommend, I'll be very open to. Until next time, have a good day or evening, Jared.